That's an experience with a small town. In small towns, we have connections. It's part of the ecosystem. People know things. People know people. People know what's going on. They connect the dots. I was back in the same small town, West Point, Virginia, 4 blocks wide, 14 blocks long. This time I was looking for an apartment. And now I've been a big city kid, but now I'm a country boy, and I know not to look in the newspaper for an ad for an apartment. I go to the post office, and I ask the postmaster, do you know anybody that has an apartment for rent? Because I'm just moving to town, and me and my wife are looking for an apartment. He said, yes, I do. Are you working at the mill? Well, yes, I am. What do you do there? Well, I'm a forester. You're a forester? Who are you going to be working for? So I'll be working for Walter Zingelman. Walter's my neighbor. We play bridge all the time. Yeah. Oh, he told me about you. You have a wife and 2 dogs, right? And I said, that's exactly right. That's what we're looking for, an apartment, because we're moving to town. He said, well, I'll tell you what. If you go back out on the sidewalk, turn right, go about 2 blocks to the West Point florist. My sister works there, and she'll help you out. I think she's got an apartment that she can help you with. So I went back out on the sidewalk, walked 1 block down, a door flew open, a gentleman stepped out in a nice shirt and tie and said, are you the young forester looking for an apartment? I said, yes, I am. He showed me the apartment. I also met the florist. We looked at apartments. We got our apartment that way. Small towns are connected. They're ecosystems of people. And as a leader, it's your job to build connections, maintain connections among people, especially these days when people are so disconnected. So there's 5 ways that you can do this as a leader. And we have a little acronym for you there on your handout. It spells Main Street. You see that? All right, so the M in Main Street stands for mingle. Mingle with people. Just hang out with people. I have a great example with a client here with the Goodwill in Central Virginia, the CEO, Charles Lehman. He is so well known by the people in Goodwill in the whole state. And I was just there, and they were telling me another story about Charles. Charles had been in Hampton Roads visiting one of their retail stores. He had spent 30 minutes, an hour, with someone that works on the dock. The CEO spending 30 minutes with someone that works on the dock, that's mingling. That's taking time. Now, do you think the CEO of one of the biggest Goodwills in the country has time for that? Well, he makes time for that because he knows how important it is to get to know people. And you can do the same thing. If he can do it, you can do it. Now, where do people mingle in your organization, right? They mingle in hallways, they mingle in lunchrooms, and foresters, we mingle at the back of pickup trucks. So anytime you can find people mingling and talking to each other, that's where you need to be. You need to work it into your schedule. So mingle, number 1. And ST stands for sightseeing, all right? So in a small town, to build your connections, sightseeing is absolutely an important competency, and for you too. So for sightseeing for a leader, that means get out behind the desk, walk around, meet people, get outside, and see what people do on the job. See what their workplace is like. They will appreciate it so much, and you will learn so much. Our general manager at the same plant, you know, he talked from the woodlands department. He learned a lot about something we do called control burning. You know what I'm talking about, control burning, used in prescriptions to replant and reforest, also to control wildfire. Well, he'd heard for so many years about the number of acres we were control burning. He said, I just want to come see what that looks like. You guys talk about it being hard and it's costly and you're very careful environmentally. I want to come see that. The general manager told our woodlands vice president he wanted to come see. He said, well, you got a pair of boots? He said, I was an Army Ranger, I got boots. So they took him out in the woods one day with his boots on and let him walk the fire perimeter and let him eat some smoke. And he understood what a control burn was like, how important it was to do it well, how it can be costly, and what we do to protect the environment when we're doing it. So he went sightseeing, didn't he? Can't you go sightseeing? I bet you could think of 3 ways you could go sightseeing before the week is out. Now, you don't have time for it? Well, the difference is today, your job is people, people. So you need to make time for it. And the biggest competency you need to build is connection development. That's why it's number one. The second competency I'd like to talk about on the next page is communications with people.